Alright, what's up everybody? We're back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today we're going to be recapping yesterday's games, November 4th's games. Not a big slate, but still some solid games in there. We're going to recap all those. If you miss any of the other recaps, you can go back and watch those on the channel, of course. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. Really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So we'll start with the first game of the day. We have the Suns and the 76ers early game on a Saturday. Sixers win this one 112-100. Philly now goes to 4-1 on a 4-game winning streak, and the Suns fall to 2-4. Team stats: Philly shot 48% from the field, Suns shot 36% from the field. The Suns actually took 33 free throws, but 7 for 33, 6 for only 15 for 18 in this one for Philly. Joel Embiid 26-11, shot 9 for 18, 3 for 3 from 3. Kelly Oubre continues to provide big energy for Philly, putting up 25 points, and Tyrese Maxey at 22, 5, and 10. He got off to a rough start shooting, but then was playmaking, and then at the end found his shot. Tobias Harris also at 18 and 10. Really good win for Philly. They've won 4 in a row since the losing opening night or their first game to the Bucks and Damian Lillard. But yeah, Joel's been really good. Tyrese Maxey, of course, having an all-star like year. Kelly Oubre has been an amazing find for them. He's playing really, really good. Tobias has been solid. Their bench has been doing all right. Robert Covington looks like he's going to be in the rotation regularly. That's the only guy so far that looks like from the James Harden trade that will be in the rotation. Kmart Jr. hasn't. Marcus Morris and Nick Batum have not been there yet. Well, Marcus Morris has been on the bench. Nick Batum has not been there yet. I don't know if they're going to be a part of the rotation when they are healthy and playing. But right now, Sixers are rolling. You know, a lot more handoffs and a lot more movement for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey getting a lot more involved. Joel is doing his thing. But then they have their moments when Kelly Oubre and Tobias can go get theirs. And yeah, Philly just looks really good right now, man. Philly looks really, really good. A lot better than I expected. Of course, with the whole James Harden thing going on. But it's only been 5 games, but they look really good. For Phoenix, KD at 31, 8, and 3, shot 9 for 20, 12 of 14 for the free throw line. He was doing it all. Again, without Devin Booker in this one. Bradley Beal still has not played yet. And yeah, Phoenix got off to a rough start, 2-4. Of course, because injuries, Devin Booker's only played 2 of the 6 games. Bradley Beal's not played a game yet. You don't know when he's going to return and play. Devin Booker played the other day and didn't play today for rest reasons, most likely. But he'll probably be in and out of the lineup until he's fully healthy. But yeah, man, it's tough. The Suns just need something else, obviously. I mean, you have Kevin Durant. Obviously, he's really good, but when you have Kevin Durant, just nothing else. Like Eric Gordon was 6 for 15. Nurkic was 4 for 14. Why he took 60 pointers, I don't know. Jordan Goodwin was 2 for 10. Grayson Allen was 3 for 7. KDB have started in this game. Josh Cole came off the bench for some reason. Phoenix just trying to figure something out. Figure out how to stay afloat with KD and the crew. With Booker and Beal not being able to go out there. We don't know when they're going to start playing regularly, when Beal's going to come back and all that. But Philly get a good win. Next we had Atlanta and the Pelicans. The Hawks win this one 123-105. They put up 41 in the third quarter and ride that all the way to win. The Hawks are now 4-2. They've won 4 in a row. If they're starting off 0-2, the Hawks are climbing back up there 4-2. Pelicans fall to 4-2. Team stats: both teams shot 48% from the field. Hawks hit 14 threes. Pelicans hit 8 threes. In this one, the Hawks have rebounded the Pelicans 52-35, have 19 offensive boards. For Atlanta, Trae Young 22, 5, and 12, shot 7 for 15. Starting to get going, Trae Young is. Last game he had a really solid shooting night. This game he was good shooting again. Of course, playmaking as well. The Hawks are starting to come with it. Jalen Johnson 21, 11, and 4, and 8 for 13 shooting. I'm dropping an evals video about him tomorrow. So, you know, you want to go watch that. Stay tuned for that because, man, Jalen Johnson has been such a big spark for Atlanta, doing a lot of different things. DeJounte Murray had 28 and 7. They had, out of the 9 players that played, 7 of them scored in double figures. Clint Capella had 17 and 7. They got Congo at 17 off the bench. He had 2 3-pointers as well. Sadiq Bey had 12. Bogdanovich had 10. The Hawks are playing really well. You know, the first 2 games of the season, it took them a little while to figure out their things. They kind of look similar to last year, but now the ball movement is coming to play. It's not just Trae Young, DeJounte taking all the shots. Jalen Johnson's getting involved. Sadiq Bey and Bogdanovich getting their open looks. Hunter is getting open looks, even though he didn't have a great game today. Conway and Capella are doing their thing. They're one of the top teams in assists per game. They're starting to do their thing. Atlanta's starting to pick it up. They've won 4 in a row. You know, starting to look really good. And I like that. For New Orleans, Zion at 25, 5, and 3. He got it going late. I feel like they weren't really giving the ball as much, though. B.I. came back in this one after missing a few games. He had 16 and 7. CJ and Herb Jones each had 13. Jordan Hawkins had 15 and 4 threes off the bench. Pelicans got off to a good start with the Pelicans. The Hawks just came out and had a big second half. Valanciunas didn't have a great game, and the Hawks got a win in New Orleans. Next, we had the Lakers and Magic. Magic come out and win this one 120-101. Magic now go to 4-2. Lakers fall to 3-3. Good win from the Magic. Team stats: Magic shot 46% of the field. Lakers shot 44% from the field. Magic had 29 assists to Lakers 17 assists. Had 19 offensive rebounds to Lakers 10. For Orlando, Franz Wagner, 26 points, shot 12 for 28. Franz has not been shooting the ball super well. I think he's shooting like 40% from the field. But Franz makes great plays, rebounding, defensively, and all that stuff. He had a good game. Paolo, 25, 7, and 10, shot 9 for 15. I felt like the first few games of the season, he was kind of still trying to find his role. He wasn't really being aggressive. He was letting everyone else do their thing. But their last game against Utah, he had 30 and hit the game-winning shot. It looked like it might have woke him up, because today he was being really aggressive, driving, getting to the free throw line, hit a couple threes. He's playmaking at 10 assists, like really good. Cole Anthony had 14 off the bench, while Wagner had 13 and 8 off the bench. Anthony Black started in this one. They didn't have Markelle or Wendell Carter. They're not going to have Wendell Carter for a few weeks because of a thumb injury suffered last game against Utah. Anthony Black came in, had 11, shot 4 for 6 in the field, hit 2 threes, was a plus 32. Just makes him winning plays. Plays winning basketball, even when he's not having the ball in his hands and all that stuff. He affects the game in so many other positive ways. He's just a winning player, man. So yeah, him in the starting lineup was big. Played really good. Goga Bitadze, who also started in this game at 10, 10, and 5 blocks as well. Just a really good win from Orlando overall. They jumped on the Lakers early to score 39 in the first quarter and just kept it up, man. I say all the time, Orlando was my team coming into the season. I thought was going to take a big jump. So far, they're 4-2. And even those 2 losses, one loss was against the Lakers, or Jalen Suggs missed a 3-pointer. But yeah, for the Lakers, injuries are hitting them right now. They really only have 8 players in their rotation. Taurean Prince isn't playing. Gabe Vincent isn't playing. Jared Vanderbilt still isn't out there. Really tough injury luck for the Lakers early in the season. AD had 28, 13, and 7 blocks. He was great. LeBron had 24, 9, and 5. Austin Reeves had 20. He's starting to wake up a little bit. Besides that, D'Angelo Russell was 4 for 17 and 1 for 10 from 3. Cam Reddish had 2 points in 24 minutes. The bench had 16 points, while Cole Anthony had 14 by himself. So, yeah, Lakers just get hit with a tough injury luck early in the season. They have a bunch of key players not being able to play. Rui Hachimura as well didn't play in this one. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for Lakers, especially with them not wanting LeBron to play full minutes. LeBron has to play 35 to 40 minutes now. They want to win games, which is really tough. And if they can't rely on D'Angelo Russell or Cam Reddish, Christian Wood to give you consistent offense and help you out, it's going to be tough to win games. So it's tough. Lakers are back to 500. But hopefully those guys can get back and healthy. Next, we have the Hornets and Pacers. The Hornets win this one 125-124 in a crazy game. The Hornets had a double-digit lead early. The Pacers put up 50 in the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, last few plays I got to talk about, because I tweeted about this, by the way. My links to some other stuff in the description. But this ending was crazy, So the last 30 seconds, so Buddy Hield got an and one. They challenged it. He missed the and one free throw. The Pacers got the offensive rebound, went out of bounds. So the Pacers got the ball back. They inbounded. Miles Turner can't hold on to the ball from Tyrese Haliburton. The Hornets get it. Mark Williams grabbed it. They call a timeout. There's 21 seconds left. You're up by 1 point. Shot clock's off. 21 seconds left. Hornets come down the floor. LaMelo runs away from the Pacers defender with the ball. He gives it to P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington, instead of stopping and waiting for him to foul, P.J. Washington goes to the rim and tries to get a foul on a layup. He tries to attempt a layup. Buddy Hield strips it or blocks it, and the Pacers get the ball back. And I'm like, why? Why did you take a shot? There's 17 seconds left on the clock. You're up by 1. Just hold the ball and get fouled. That was very dumb by P.J. Washington. But then the Pacers come down. The Pacers have 1 timeout left. The Pacers have a timeout left. Tyrese Haliburton was up the court. He's standing at half court waiting for the clock to run down. They run down. Tyrese is trying to make something happen. LaMelo was locking up Tyrese. And instead of them calling a timeout and drawing up a play, they just Rick Carlisle just lets Tyrese Haliburton get locked up by LaMelo. LaMelo tips the ball out, and then the game ends. It was just a very weird, bad management by both teams. But the Hornets get the win. The Hornets are now 2-3. Pacers fall to 3-3. Team stats: Hornets shot 53% from the field. Pacers shot 48% from the field. Pacers hit 22 threes in the game. The Hornets only 8, but the Hornets were 23 for 23 from the free throw line. The Pacers were 12 for 16. For the Hornets, Mark Williams had 27 and 7, 2 steals, 2 blocks, shot 9 for 12, 9 for 9 from the free throw line. He was absolutely insane. He had made 1 catch or 1 lob late in this game, but he caught it and just twisted it in. It was great. Gordon Hayward at 23, Terry Rozier at 22. Tough groin injury as well. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but that's going to be a big loss for them. PJ Washington at 15. LaMelo had 11 and 11 assists. Still not looking like super himself, but he made some good passes. Brandon Miller had 10 off the bench, and Nick Richards had 10 and 10 off the bench. Good win for the Hornets. On the road against the Pacers team that had some great games going. Hornets got a big win. For Indiana, Tyrese Haliburton, man. 43 points, 12 assists, hit 8 threes. He put up 25 in the third quarter by himself. Just an amazing, amazing game, man. He was hot. Shooting the 3 ball, finding his teammates. He was just absolutely insane in this one. Unfortunately, they could not get the win, to stamp it off. But Tyrese, man, what a game. But he had 19 points, hit 5 3-pointers after a tough first half. Miles Turner had 14, hit 3 threes. Obi Toppin had 11, and Jalen Smith had 11 and 9. He's been really good this year as well. Tough loss for the Pacers, but the Hornets got the win in a very bizarre game. Next, we have the Kings and Rockets. Rockets win this one 107-89. They got off to a great start. In the first, the Kings came back, but then they put up 36 in the fourth quarter and win this one. Rockets go to 2-3. Kings also go to 2-3. Team stats: Rockets shot 46% from the field. Kings were 38%. The Rockets out-assisted the Kings 28-20, and they rebounded them 53-43. For Houston, Dylan Brooks had 26 and 9, shot 9 for 14 from the field. He was really, really good in this one. Fred VanVleet, 21, 6 and 12, even though he had a tough shooting day, 7 for 22. He was making plays for others and doing his thing. Jabari Smith, though. Jabari Smith Jr., I expect him to have a big year. He got off to a very bad start, but this is the Jabari Smith you want to see. 21 and 11, 9 for 15, 3 for 6 and 3. He looked a lot more confident out there, a lot more comfortable getting his shots up. He was knocking them down. That was big. Alperen Sengun had 15, 9 and 6. Jayshawn Tate had 11 points off the bench. He went 3 for 3 from 3. And then Jalen Green had 10 points on 4 for 10 shooting. Big win for the Rockets. Against a solid Sacramento Kings team without De'Aaron Fox, obviously. But the Rockets still coming in there. The vets, Brooks and VanVleet, leading them to a win with Jabari and Sengun putting the finishing touches on. For Sacramento, Malik Monk had 18 and 7 assists off the bench. Harrison Barnes at 13. Sabonis at 11 and 15. JaVale McGee had 12, Chris Duarte had 10. It was just a tough shooting day. Keegan Murray was 3 for 12. Keegan Murray's not been shooting the ball well so far to start the year. Kevin Huerter only played 16 minutes because he's not been shooting the ball well. Davion Mitchell got a lot more on his plate, and he can't really do much after that. Really, their best player has been Sabonis and Malik Monk, and Harrison Barnes has been decent. But yeah, it's going to be tough for the Kings without De'Aaron. We don't know when he's going to come back. Hopefully it's not too long. But yeah, De'Aaron just brings so much, obviously, to this Kings. He's an all-star, all-NBA-like player. Tough loss for Sacramento. The Rockets get the win. Next, we have the Celtics and Nets. Celtics win this one 124-114. Celtics close this one out. They're now the only undefeated team left in the league, 5-0. The Nets fall to 3-3. Team stats: the Celtics shot 48% from the field. The Nets shot 43% from the field. The Celtics were 23 for 27 from the free throw line. Nets were 11 for 17. Yes, Nets only have 5 turnovers in this game though. Still a loss for Boston. Jason Tatum, 32 and 11, shot 10 for 26 for 10 from 3. He was hot from the get-go. He just kept it going. Derek White did not play in this game. But Al Horford got the start. He was pretty good. Jaylen Brown at 23, even though he had a tough shooting day from 3. Porzingis at 22 and 7 with 3 blocks. Drew Holiday 18, 9 and 10. Even Luke Cornett put up 11 and 7, shot 5 for 5 from the field off the bench. Al Horford was plus 29 in this game. The Celtics, they just look really good. Tatum is hitting. Jaylen Brown is doing his thing. Drew Holiday had an amazing game. Horford has been good in whatever role he's been. Porzingis has been great. It's just tough to stop the Celtics right now, For the Nets, Cam Thomas at 27, shot 11 for 24. The Celtics defense was trying everything to stop Cam Thomas, and they kind of did, even though Cam got his own. Dinwiddie had 19, 6 and 6, 19 for Mikal Bridges, 14 for Dorian Smith. Finney Smith, he had 4 threes. Lonnie Walker had 13 off the bench. Deion Sharp had 11 and 7. Ben Simmons did not play in this game. But the Nets are going to be a team that takes a lot of threes. They took 52 threes in this game. Again, they're going to lose a lot of close games because they don't have a closer or a superstar to close them. And they're going to be a team that relies on the 3-ball a lot because they don't have that guy. They're just going to swing, 3-ball. Swing, 3-ball. Besides, the only time it doesn't happen is when Cam Thomas goes ISO. He doesn't take a lot of 3-pointers. But, yeah, the Nets, they fought with the Celtics, so they fought long and hard with them. It's just the Celtics were just a better team at the end of the day and closed them out. Next, we have the Jazz and the Timberwolves. Timberwolves win this one 123-95 after a big second and third quarter and fourth quarter as well, even though Utah tried to make it a little bit of a game. Minnesota goes to 3-2. Utah falls to 2-5. Team stats: Minnesota shot 56% from the field. Utah shot just 38%. Minnesota was 24 for 31 from the free throw line. Jazz were 13 for 17. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, 31, 8 and 6, shot 13 for 19. He was on it from the get-go. Just was doing everything: scoring, rebounding, classic. He was doing it all. Cat, 25 and 7, shot 50% from the field. He was good today. Nas Reed, 16 and 5 off the bench, hit 3 3-pointers. He's been great so far this year. Kyle Anderson had 12 and 6 assists. Rudy had 11 and 10 with 4 blocks against his former team. Minnesota really just dominated this game. Utah, Larry Markkinen had 22 and 8, shot 7 for 20. He got hot early, kind of cooled off later in the game. John Collins had 14. THC also had 14. He did shoot 6 for 20. Why James Tucker is taking 20 shots, I don't know. But yeah, he shot 6 for 20. And Jordan Clarkson had 10. He shot 5 for 14. Walker Kessler had 3 blocks in this game. Walker Kessler hasn't really been great so far this year, especially in the offensive end. Defensively, he's against someone who's blocks the last few games. But offensively, he has not been the same. The impact doesn't feel the same for Walker Kessler. And the bench for the Jazz as well had a not good day either. Yeah, Utah just got dominated by Minnesota. That's really what it was, a domination. And then finally, we had the Bulls and Nuggets. The Nuggets win this one 123-101. They had a big third quarter, outscoring them 35-21. That kind of sealed the game. Denver goes to 6-1. Bulls fall to 2-5. Team stats: Nuggets shot 52% from the field. Bulls shot 45%. Nuggets hit 16 threes in this game. Bulls hit just 7. For Denver, Nikola Jokic 28, 16, and 9 on 9 for 16 shooting. Also had 3 steals. He had an amazing game last night. He had 33, 14, and 9. Continues with 28, 16, and 9. He's really good. But Michael Porter Jr. has been showing out the last 2 games. He was struggling to shoot the first 2 games of the season. Now he had 24 last night. Has 27 tonight. Hit 5 3-pointers. He's starting to get it going. Aaron Gordon had 15, 12, and 5. KCP had 10. Jamal Murray played 10 minutes in this game after leaving. Hopefully, he's still in there. Reggie Jackson had 16. Christian Brown had 10. Nuggets just being the Nuggets. Honestly, the Bulls are just not good. And the Nuggets were dominating them. Michael Porter Jr. stepped up big. For Chicago, Vucevic had 19 and 7. 17 for DeMar DeRozan. Zach LaVine had just 12 points. Shot 4 for 12, 1 for 5. 3, not a great shooting game from him. Javon Carter had 16 off the bench. He had 4 threes. Andre Drummond had 11 rebounds. And Kobe White had 11 points. But the Nuggets just being the Nuggets in that one. That's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications to also like that. Really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. I said earlier, I have an evals video coming out tomorrow about Jalen Johnson. So if you like that, go watch them. If you miss any of the other recaps or evals or anything, go back and watch the vids. Man, really appreciate some of the views I've been getting recently. It's really, really cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow.